Psychological warfare for the purpose of engineering perception. Psychological warfare for the purpose of engineering perception. What's going on, my high vibrational individual expressions of God on earth? This is your boy, Dr. Will Rogers, aka Master Teacher 33. You guys usually know I come to you for my treadmill, but today I wanted to drop a very important nugget, especially for the younger generation, let's say under the age of 30 and 35. If you're under the age of 35, listen up. You are being psychologically manipulated. Now, we all are. But it affects the younger generation a little bit more because you guys are coming up in a technological advanced age. So cell phones, and I grew up in a time when we had payphones. You have to drive your car, we had pages. Somebody would page you, do. You look at your pager, you pull over, and you go to a go to a telephone booth, and you will call them. Well, those days are gone. Right now, you have the power of the world. You got access to anything inside of your pocket or your purse. So this cell phone generation is creating an age of people where it's difficult to unplug. It's difficult to go to an event where there's no cell phones allowed. When was the last time you've been to an event where there was no cell phones? I like the way Gary Vee breaks this down and talk about this a lot as well. If you haven't heard of Gary Vee, maybe Google him, look him up. Breaks down psychological warfare from the perspective of engineering perception. Your perception has been engineered, mine, everybody's. So my job is to continue to do what I've been doing for the last 30 plus years, because now what I've been doing is becoming more and more relevant, because now it's important to be real. Everything's fake now. I could be an AI. Thankfully I'm not, but it's difficult to tell the difference between artificial intelligence and real intelligence. So people will be getting to a place in life. Now, some people are not there yet, but eventually we're going to get to a place where people are wanting to be or choosing to be unplugged. We're going to get to a day and age where people are going to want to go outside and be one with nature without or without the cell phone. We're coming to a day and age where it's going to be very, very important to be able to go to an event, a live event, seminars, webinars like I've been doing, except live and in person. I'm starting back to doing that as well. How do they engineer your perception? Pain, pleasure, and fear. The way that the dominant culture engineers perception is they constantly bombard you with pain, or they constantly bombard you with pleasure, seduction, sex, or they constantly bombard you with fear. It's extremely important, especially if you are under the age of 35, to be able to connect with someone like me that can assist you with finding and elevating you. That seems basic and simple, but it's not. We live in a day and age where people have difficulty being their true authentic self. People have difficulty accepting their gender, race, education. There's a lot of people that are unhappy. There's a lot of young people that are unhappy. There's a lot of young people who come from affluent backgrounds that are not happy. They're depressed. For valid reasons. They are being psychologically mind-effed. And older folks like myself, parents, we have difficulty wrapping our brain around why young people are depressed, or why young people find it difficult to be themselves, to love themselves, to see worth and value inside self. It's for someone like myself. If I wasn't in the space of what I call clutteronomics, which is the household management of the soul, if I wasn't in the space of behavioral modification. If I wasn't in the space of life coaching, if I wasn't in the space of a peak performance consultant, if I wasn't working with young people, old and young people, then I would be like most people that I talk to that find it difficult to understand why would someone from an affluent background want to unalive someone. The events that we are seeing all over the world, the stuff that's going on in schools today, some, not all, why are people so unhappy? The biggest thing is, when you talk to young people, when I grew up, I had a dream. I had hope. I had desires, and I really believed, still do, that they were attainable. Well, nowadays, you can be working at a job and you can be there 10, 20, 30, 40 years and they can let you go. There's nothing guaranteed anymore. It never really was, but back in my day, people had faith. People had this connection. People had this knowing. People had self-worth. I had an image. I grew up, I'm a Marine. Once a Marine, always Marine. One thing the Marine Corps gave me was a sense of pride and a sense of dignity and a sense of belonging to something bigger than myself. I bump into young people that I talk to that they don't have that sense of pride. They don't have that sense of belonging. They don't have that sense of faith. They don't have a relationship with God. They don't have a relationship with what they are being and doing and what their chosen career path. Most young folks are not in a career path where they got a guaranteed salary, where they feel it. So the young people today are depressed. The young people today don't have that connection. They're not growing up with that sense of belonging. They're not growing up with that sense of being connected to something that's bigger than them. They don't have that sense of purpose. They don't have that sense of meaning that I grew up with. And so when I counsel and I talk to young people and I see what's going on in the world today, it's amazing to me because most people my age are disconnected. We don't understand why young people under the age of 35 are depressed. But it's real easy because of the psychological mess. There's psychological warfare. They're being bombarded 24/7, 365. They got a cell phone and they can't turn it off because of they're addicted. And what they're seeing, remember, as I've been stating in my book and my shows and what I've been doing for 30 plus years, whatever you observe, you participate. Whatever the brain observes, the brain participates. So when you watch something, your brain believes that you are participating in something. So when you're watching somebody get beat down, the brain believes it's getting beat down. So it releases cortisol. It releases adrenaline because it's in a fight, flight, freeze, fawn stage. Most young people are like a little baby deer. They are in a fawn stage. They're frozen because of fear. The dominant culture uses something to engineer your perception. And people my age have difficulty connecting with the young generation because they don't over and understand that the reason why people feel, young generation, 35 and below, because of pain, pleasure, and fear. They are being bombarded 24/7, 365 with pain or sex, pleasure, or this is not going to work, bro. Fear. There's no faith anymore. There's no connection with the higher power. There's no connection with a job. There's no connection with family. There's this generational disconnect, but it's been engineered. So if you can engineer disconnect, you can engineer connect. So what I'm offering, what I've always been offering, is I've been doing this for a very, very long time. It's very important. I have you can go to my website, dearcommunityreport.com. You can check out all my stuff. You can go to masterteacher33.com. You can check out all my over 1,000 books and audios and shows. Plus, I've been doing, but I want to personally work to assist some, again, I say young people, it can be old folks, but there's some of us, there's some old fools out there too. I mean, not you, boo-boo, them other Negroes. So it's very important. I have my normal system where I work with you one-on-one. This is a 7-day one-on-one. I send you an email, tells you specifically what to do. You do it and then you send it back. We do that for 7 days to help you do something that probably hasn't been done, and that is to help you find and love and be yourself. How to find, love, and be yourself. Again, this is a private one-on-one where we meet every day for 7 days. Short 15, 30-minute meeting. Done over the phone, where I assist you privately. No group. You can be 100% open, 100% honest, 100% transparent. This normally sells for $9.97, on sale for $97. Just go to the website, masterteacher30.com. If you're willing to, if you would like to work with me privately, one-on-one, for the next 7 days, excuse me, we start on October the 1st. Today is September the 27th. I'm taking the first 25 people. Here's Canada. We start on October the 1st. The first 25 people, obviously because this is done over the phone. So I'm not able to take, because it's a very in-depth program, to assist you with finding you, loving you, and accepting 100%. No fluff. Stop trying to be something that you're not. I mean, I get it. I understand, young people. I can't sit here and lie and say that obviously I'm not under the age of 30, 35. I'm double that. But I remember when I was a young man growing up, and I just remember that feeling of not being able to connect, that the older generation, they just didn't get it. And my heart goes out to the young people, because most older people that are over the age of 50, they just don't understand the amount of things that you are being bombarded with from all angles. I don't know. Thank God I wasn't born in generations Z, X, whatever the generation is now. But if you are in this generation where you're, 30 and under, 35 and under, and you're having difficulty breathing, you're having difficulty connecting, you're having difficulty loving, you're having difficulty just waking up in the morning and finding hope, just really honestly operating in love, joy, peace, gentleness, just bubbling over, not having a reason, nothing major. There are a lot of people that they're not happy. They can't be happy. They are programmed, that they don't know it. They are programmed to be unhappy. You are being raised, this generation is being raised in an area, or in an age, or an era of psychological warfare and psychological manipulation. We're not even going to get into the chemical. We're not going to even get into the emotional, the financial. What about relationships? We're just focusing on the spiritual and the psychological warfare that you are engaged in. You are in a war, and you have not been trained how to fight and how to win this war. So I want to give you some tools that I learned the hard way of how to win this war spiritually and psychologically. You need tools. And the first tool that you need is a proper self-image, a proper self-construct. You have to change how you see yourself, how you self-identify. If you choose to self-identify incorrectly, how you self-identify determines how high you fly. The next thing that we have to look at is linguistics, the language, your self-talk. There's a voice in your brain, in your head. And what it's telling you may not be 100% you. Once we address your identity, we also have to address the linguistics. Because words create worlds. How you speak to yourself is the most important thing. If you can't love yourself, there's no way that you can love anyone else. So again, if this message resonates with you, please email me. Go to the website, masterteacher30.com. Again, regular price is $9.97, on sale for only $100, $97 specifically. So you can work with me. This is private one-on-one counseling. This is not I'm just sending you some stuff and then just leave you alone, because your situation is unique. You need someone to identify where you are at, and then identify how you are designed, and then work with you to identify where you're going based upon your God-given design. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You have worth. You have value. And, the universe needs to hear your voice. So don't let nobody lie to you and tell you that you're not worthy, because you deserve to be loved, to be valued, and to be respected. And I'm here to help make sure and guarantee that happens. Again, next 25 people make the payment of $97. Again, regular is $9.97, on sale for today, for the next 25 people. Next 25 people, $97. All right, y'all. Love you. Appreciate you. I'm at the top grinding and shining. Come join me. God bless.